Gang shit, you already know what it is.
All right, check this out. You guys are back on the episode of Blue Devil Reactions, and I'm Blue Devil. What we have going on today is a high-speed pursuit in the city of Pasadena. And no, it's not a Fast and the Furious movie. No, it's not a Honda Civic. And no, it is not Snoopy Badass salvage V6 Dodge Charger. We got a pursuit between a Royce and the Popo. Now check this out. Before we press play in this video, if you guys don't follow me on the main page, go over to the Hater World and subscribe, comment, like. Also subscribe, comment, and like here. We're starting to get this page up and running. We should be dropping 3-4 videos a day, the same way we do on the Hater World. So if you're not tap in, show some love, run up the comments, run up the likes. Now, to any up and coming artist that wants me to react to their music, any business that wants me to play their commercial, their video, product placement on the TV behind me, hit me on Instagram at the Hater World. Now check this out. This TV will move over there, so that way you guys can get a perfect view of whatever we're watching as promo, right? And right here, I'm going to put a bigger TV for the people that are over here, because eventually we're going to turn this into one big podcasting room. So make sure you guys stay tuned for all the up and coming changes. Now let me know what you guys think of this quality, because I'm changing the format of how I record to get you guys faster videos, and I don't want to lose the quality. So if this doesn't look that good, let me know. If it looks good, also let me know down below. You already know. And other than that, let me tell you guys something. From now on, the best comment will always be pinned. Okay? So whatever you guys got going on, the best comment will be pinned. And if you want to promote yourself at the bottom of the comment, in case you win, go for it. Other than that, let's get into this video. Once again, this is titled Authorities Chasing Rolls Royce on the 110 freeway in Pasadena. So let's go ahead and watch this video and get you guys a Blue Devil reaction. Let's go.
This is going to go, because now you can see he's running adjacent to the freeway, which that's the traffic that we were talking about that we thought he might be getting into.
He's trying to avoid that traffic. And we have Bruce Thomas, law enforcement expert, on the phone with us. Bruce, thank you for joining us for all of these pursuits.
That's a nice whip.
We really appreciate your insight. What do you make of this so far, the fact that CHP has pulled back?
Yeah, well, good afternoon, Philip and Giovanna. What we have is, you have a vehicle which Rolls Royces typically weigh a lot, and they're very, very durable. And I think CHP pulled back just because we've seen a wanton disregard for public safety by this driver, both on the freeway and now off the freeway.
Well, and we're watching the way he's.
So you're telling me that the Popo said, let's not chase. Now look, I've seen that tactic before, but I've seen it when there's kids in the car, kids in the car, or like a wife and kids and stuff, and the guy that's driving is driving too reckless where he's putting the kid's life in danger. So I've seen that before. But a Rolls Royce is built like a tank. I get it. But come on, ram that damn car.
Vehicles into oncoming traffic against right there. Somebody's not going to be expecting that turn when they're making a turn. So now we're seeing this person again. This is down near that 110 where you're exiting the freeway to go near Dodger Stadium, but now approaching Sunset Boulevard. So everybody's familiar with this, anybody who has driven through there. So it can get difficult to navigate this space with this type of traffic during this time of day. We're approaching lunchtime now, and this driver is going against traffic, freely turning whenever he wants to turn or she wants to turn. And Bruce, I think that shot right there showed what you're talking about. Hey,
that's a nice ass whip, bro. That's a nice ass whip. Suicide doors and everything. But look, I don't get how the cops just don't ram it off the road. Like, obviously that guy got insurance. Obviously he got money. Obviously if you damage that car, the insurance is going to pay for it. He a criminal. Just, pit maneuver. Bam.
Vehicle is so heavy, it's going to continue going the direction that it is. So when he makes these turns, you can see he drifts into other lanes. It's not a sporting vehicle. It is a luxury vehicle that has a lot of power, but is not made for
It's a
driving in
V12,
this
I
manner.
believe. V12.
That's correct.
Check this out, Snoopy Badass. It is a V12, not V6. Two of your Chargers fit in there.
I mean, Rolls Royces typically, they weigh a lot. They're very smooth on the road. They're made for comfort, not for this type of driving. And
Hey.
we're seeing now also people are watching through social media or TV. They're coming out to watch this.
Damn, like
Yeah, we have seen
they're
that
gonna
in the
cheer
past.
it.
That is,
They're gonna people in Hollywood are gonna cheer this on like they in the hood. I've seen it in the hood, but to see it in Pasadena,
that is for sure. And
Oh
you
my
know,
goodness, into
these-
oncoming traffic.
Right. Ooh,
Okay.
there it is. That,
Okay, so this
that
is
was a very, very close call.
And luckily, people saw it coming, but he went into that left turn. That wasn't even a left turn lane. So now we're stuck in downtown. And again, is he going? I thought for a second there
Made
that
a
was on a
right turn
one-way
there.
street. But see that turn again? Again,
Oh,
it's
it
these
looks like he's-
wide turns. Now he's pulling a U-turn to go back the other direction. And you can get really lost.
all this fool gotta do is go inside a parking structure, right, and get out and walk like none happened. You know, go home. You know, act like he just woke up from being drunk and call and report the car stolen. Hey, I just woke up. My vehicle's not here. You feel me? If it's a stolen car, which I doubt it's a stolen car, but if it is a stolen car, he's just going to a parking structure and walk out. You good. You done. You made it. But if it's not a stolen car, that's where the problem happens.
in this part of town.
Ooh,
And
there are people crossing the street.
Oh, wow. What a
this
dirtbag.
is
Very
the problem at
dangerous.
lunchtime. So CHP has included LAPD in this because clearly now he's
He made
off the
another
freeway.
right turn.
Oh,
on the
yeah, he
street.
went
Now
under the
he's
bridge.
under that
Went- I
walkway
think he
there.
went into a parking structure.
Well, it's a parking structure, or isn't that a street that comes out on the other side?
Yeah, he went under the
So
bridge.
there we are. He might be coming out here
Let's
if
stay here.
if he's going to be
Park
there.
the
but
car,
or he
fool.
could have gotten out and gotten into that area.
Let's see
He's
if
a
he comes out.
goofball
Is
if he
this,
comes
what
out.
street- Is this Figueroa?
Looks like it's Hope and West General. But again, you've probably driven through that. It's an area where it's now that section is that little open space that they've created, but that's a street.
If he was,
And could have gone under there to avoid helicopters.
Right.
But you see LAPD just to the left on the street there. So there is at least a patrol car there.
if he was going to try to ditch the car, that would have been the time, and maybe that's what he's done because we
Hey, that lady's on point, my boy. Somebody needs to hire her as the assistant. That lady on point. She know what time it is.
haven't seen him exit from that tunnel area there.
So Bruce, what do you do at this point? You have an officer, and we're not certain if that officer was just there or if that officer was notified because of where the chase was. But what is the protocol now when you've got that vehicle under that open space there?
Well, this
Oh, that's
person
him right
obviously
there. Is that
drove
him?
in there and
Oh, no,
probably
that's not him.
parked the car and as foot bailed in a very nonchalant type manner to not
Yup.
draw attention to themselves. But if there are not law enforcement in the area, this person may just get away. That
Facts.
LAPD card that we see on the screen from Air 7 HD is
Now, people get caught from running, bro. Like, I've seen people run like goofies and get caught. It's like, why the fuck you running, bro? You ain't gotta run. Just act like nothing happened. Even when people are trying to get away from a crime scene, they speed away. It's like, don't speed away, bro. Act like you're part of the traffic. Act like you're supposed. Even when people steal, they be like this. Don't do that. Act like you're not stealing. Act like you're supposed to be there. Like, people get caught, bro, for being paranoid and looking around and trying to be too quick.
he was there on an unrelated issue. He may have heard the radio traffic or may not. But it seems like this person has ditched that vehicle and may just be one of those few that gets away.
Well, we're
Let's
told
go.
that the person went into the parking structure at the Grand Hotel. But again, that makes things difficult, just as you were talking about, depending on the nature of the person. I see a patrol car on the other side there. depending on the nature of the person, if they're able to walk casually into the building, we
Facts.
didn't really get a good look during our chase of what the person looked like. If they just pulled that Rolls Royce into a parking structure, there were no immediate officers right behind as they went into that area. So we don't necessarily know where they are, and not sure that LAPD knows where they are.
And how do they even search, as if we don't know what the person looked like, if it's a female or a male?
Facts.
How would they proceed?
I was told my small business wouldn't qualify for an ERC tax refund.
You should get a second opinion from.
It's not a woman, it's not a man. You know what it is? It's Lloyd Christmas being the limo driver. Those that get it, write it down below.
All you can do is what they do is they can contain the area, set up a containment, do a foot search, which is very labor intensive with a canine.
Ain't nobody
come
doing
in
all
contact
that.
with people who seem to be maybe sweaty, maybe nervous, exhibiting signs of something else beyond just a regular person, and then they go from there. But at this point, over by the Disney Hall there, I think this person is going to get away.
Well, there's also the possibility, I mean, you did drive in with a Rolls Royce. So I would think that the first question asked by LAPD is if anyone saw a person getting out of a Rolls Royce. That's something unusual in general. And if
the cops got the license plate number when they were actually behind it, it doesn't really matter because they could track it back to wherever it came from,
What was that person wearing? What did they look like? And then from there you have a description. So, but we do have word that LAPD has requested the canine unit. So there is what you were just saying, they'll have to get there. So all of this works in the favor of the pursuit suspect, because the longer it takes them to get a description, get in place, get a canine with a scent, it's more opportunity for this person to just simply walk away.
Oh, for the car. Oh yeah, a scent. They'll find the car, they'll put the dog to sniff the car, and then they'll go look for the guy in the building. It's best for that guy to leave that area. Park the car and leave. Park the car and leave. If they cannot pin you, listen, if the owner of the car is the one that did that, and they find the car and they go to the guy's house, the guy can be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Prove that it was me driving. It wasn't me driving. They stole my car. Why don't you report it stolen? I didn't know it was stolen. Thanks for telling me. Now can I make a police report? You feel what I'm saying? But if they catch him in the area, if that's his car and they catch him in the area, they can put 2 and 2 together. He's done. He's going to go to jail, right? For a lot of things. Putting people's life in danger, reckless driving, evading police, a lot of things. But best thing to do is get as far as you can from the crime scene and don't run. Just walk.
Yeah, and Philip, to your point, you have a Rolls Royce. It's not a vehicle you see every day. So when people see somebody running from it, people will take note of that and hopefully contact law enforcement when they're contacted. And it seems like CHP is responding to an area now where they may have some information.
Yeah. And there is still obviously a level of danger here, and even approaching that vehicle, we don't know what's in that vehicle. Authorities don't know what's in the vehicle or whether this person was armed. Correct?
An umbrella.
Yeah, that's correct, Joanna. You treat everything to the highest level until you know otherwise. So they're going to treat this person as being armed and dangerous, not just someone that stole a vehicle from wherever they stole it,
he stole it,
or a repair place, or maybe it's just a dispute of some sort.
Well, at this point, in many cases, the car is considered a weapon, and that could be assault. But we haven't, in that vehicle, with that chase, what we watched, we did not see any kind of damage or any kind of accident involving anyone else. So, as you mentioned, you have to treat the suspect as armed and dangerous, but in some cases, the weapon was the vehicle. That wasn't the case in what we saw. At this point, right now, we're surveilling the area with Air 7, just as police are on the ground and in the air trying to. We did see some.
He got away. He got away
as well. So it's not just LAPD, but they're just going to have to try to figure it out. The last we got was that the person had pulled into the parking structure at the Grand Hotel. And Bruce, if they didn't run from the vehicle, I don't know what would draw attention to them outside of it being the vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, you have someone that pulled into there. Obviously, that's got to be the point of the investigation, meaning the containment and the search for the suspect. He pulled in. Did he park somewhere? Did he just leave it, run away, or that's where you start.
And realistically, how long or how?
Hill Street. I'm gonna end this because homie got away. Homie got away. Salute to the homie got away. As long as he didn't do no weirdo shit. If all he was doing was running from the popo, maybe he had a little bit of dope, maybe went and blasted his enemy, his op, I'm cool with that. Cause that's you're not doing nothing to no women, no children. You're not doing no weird shit. That's just some gang shit. And I could fuck with that, right? So homie got away. Legendary Hill Street. Those that know. And that's it. Nothing else to say. Once again, every Friday, live music reactions on the channel, The Hater World. So make sure you guys pull up and tune in. Other than that, I don't think there's very much more to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I got another video dropping very quick, very soon today. So make sure you guys pull up for that one. Other than that, I'm Blue Devil, and we out.
Blue Devil, gang, 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 gang.